Hello there. I'm back again bringing you part one of the Christmas story. And what I'm going to be reading from is St. Luke, chapter 1, verse 1 through 38. But I'm going to be reading just from the English up to verse 13, just to give you the beginning of the story, and I hope you like it. And then we'll be picking it up in verse 13 in the Greek. This is the Gospel according to St. Luke. Forasmuch as many have taken in hand to set forth in order a declaration of those things which are most surely believed among us, even as they delivered them unto us, which from the beginning were eyewitnesses and ministers of the word. It seemed good to me also, having had perfect understanding of all things from the very first, to write unto thee in order, most excellent Theophilus, that thou mightest know the certainty of those things wherein thou hast been instructed. There was in the days of Herod the king of Judea a certain priest named Zacharias of the course of Abiah, and his wife was of the daughters of Aaron, and her name was Elizabeth. And they were both righteous before God, walking in all the commandments and ordinances of the Lord, blameless. And they had no child, because that Elizabeth was barren, and they both were now well stricken in years. And it came to pass that while he executed the priest's office before God in the order of his course, according to the custom of the priest's office, his lot was to burn incense when he went into the temple of the Lord. And the whole multitude of the people were praying without at the time of incense. And there appeared unto him an angel of the Lord, standing on the right side of the altar of the incense. And when Zacharias saw him, he was troubled, and fear fell upon him. Now we pick it up with the Greek. Verse 13. Zacharias, through that, is into heard the petition of you, and the woman of you, Elizabeth, shall be generating son to you, and you shall be calling the name of him John. And shall be joy to you, and exulting, and many on the generating of him shall be joying, or shall be rejoicing. He shall be for great in view of the master, and wine and intoxicant not, no, he may be drinking, and of spirit holy he shall be, being filled still out of cavity of mother of him. And many of the sons of Israel he shall be turning back on master, the God of them, and he shall be before coming, shall be coming before, in view, in sight of him, in spirit and ability of Elias, or the power of Elijah, to turn, to turn back hearts of the fathers on offsprings and unpersuadable, on children and ones stubborn. Prudence of just ones, in disposition of just ones to make ready to master people, having been constructed, having been formed, and said, Zacharias toward the messenger, according to any. I shall be knowing this. I, for am senior, aged, and the woman of me, having advanced, having before stepped in the days of her. And answering the messenger said to him, I am Gabriel, the one having beside stood in view of the God, and I was commissioned to talk toward you and to well messagize to you, to bring the well message to you of these things. And be perceiving you shall be, being silent, and no being able to talk until which day may be becoming these, instead of which not you believe to the sayings of me, who any shall be being filled into the season of them. And was the people toward seeming or hoping for the Zacharias, and they marveled in the to be delaying him in the temple. Out coming yet not he was able to talk to them, and they on know, they recognize that view, apparition, he has seen in the temple, and he was through nodding or motioning to them, and through remained continued mute, and it became as are filled the days of the ministry of him. He from came into the home of him. After yet these the days together got conceived Elizabeth, the woman of him, and about hid herself months 5, saying, that this to me has done the Master in days to which he on perceived to be, from lifting the reproach of me in human. And yet the month the 6th was commissioned the messenger Gabriel by the God into city of Galilee, in which name Nazareth, toward a virgin, having been espoused to man, to whom named Joseph, out of home of David, and the name of the Virgin, Miriam. And into coming, the messenger toward her said, be you rejoicing, having been graced, the Master with you, being blessed, you in among women, the yet perceiving she was through disturbed on the saying, on the word of him, through accounted, wherefrom may be the greeting this, and said the messenger to her, no, be fearing, Miriam, you found grace and favor beside the God, and be perceiving, you shall be together getting, you shall be conceiving in belly, and shall be bringing forth son, and you shall be calling the name of him Jesus. This one shall be great, and Son of Highest shall be being called, and shall be giving to him Master, the God, the throne of David, the Father of him. And he shall be reigning on the home of Jacob into the eons, and of the kingdom of him not shall be finished. There shall be consummation. Said yet Miriam toward the messenger, how shall be this, since man not I am knowing? And answering, the messenger said to her, Spirit holy shall be oncoming on you, and ability or power of highest shall be on shading of the Most High shall be overshadowing to you, through which and the one being generated out of you, holy, shall be being called Son of God. And be perceiving Elizabeth, the together generated of you and she, having together got son in veteran decrepitude of her, and this month 6 is to her the one being called sterile, that not shall be unable beside the God every declaration said, yet Miriam be perceiving the slave of Master, of Lord, may be becoming to me according to the declaration of you, and came from her, the messenger. Amen.